my name is Allison. I'm the Programs, Outreach, and Youth Services Manager here at Monterey County Free Libraries. Thank you for joining me for another Halloween craft time. Today we are going to be making flying witches. All October long we have been making spooky crafts so that by the time Halloween rolls around we have enough decorations for our houses. So today we are going to need a few supplies. First off, you will need some construction paper in a few different colors. You will need brown, black, and green. So grab a few sheets of each of those colors. You are also going to need some scissors, a hole punch, a glue stick, some yarn, doesn't matter what color, I just happen to have purple. You will also need a cardboard roll, like an old toilet paper roll. And then you will also need 2 beads, doesn't matter what color. You'll also want to have a black marker or pen on hand. And once you've gathered up all your supplies, join me and we will get started making our flying witches. To get started for our flying witchcraft, we are going to start by using our construction paper to make our shapes. So we are going to start with green for our witch's face, and we are going to need one big circle for her face and then 2 smaller circles that are going to be her hands. So you can use a pencil to draw your shapes and then grab your scissors and cut them out. Once you have your head and your little hands, we are going to put those to the side for later. Next, we are going to make our broom. So we'll grab our brown and we will need to draw out the basic shape of a broom. So what we're going to do is something long and ovalish like that, with our broom going out this way. We'll do it like this for now. When we cut it out, we can cut little broom tassels in. So we'll cut that out once you've drawn that shape. So here we have our broom, and what I was talking about when I said you could do tassels is you can just make little cuts like that make it look like your broom is more 3-dimensional and broom-like. We're going to put that aside as well. And we are going to take out one of our black sheets of paper, and we are going to make a couple of shapes here. We are going to need to make the dress or top and pants, which does not have to be wearing a dress by any means. We are going to make our witch's hat and then any hair that you want to do for your witch. So I'm going to start off with the hat. Draw the base of the hat there. It's probably a little hard to see because I'm using a pencil on the black paper. Point. I am going to put my witch in a dress, but again, you can put your witch in whatever outfit you like. I personally like to wear dresses, so it's good for me. This can be me as witch. And then for hair, I am going to cut out some rectangle-ish shapes, and I am going to do kind of what we did with the broom to make the hair textured. So once you have your shapes, you can cut those out as well. So these are the shapes that I'm using for my witch's hair. So I'm just gonna cut up like that, like we did with our broom, because I'm gonna make my witch have some long hair. You could make it curly, you could do whatever you like for your witch's hair. You can make short hair, no hair, different colored hair, whatever you want to do, it's all up to you. I was even thinking while I was cutting out, if you don't want your witch to have a hat, or you want your witch to have a different kind of hat instead of, the kind of traditional pointy witch hat, you can make a different hat. One of the cool things about art is that I am showing you one way to do things, but you have the freedom to do whatever you want. It's your project, it's your witch, and you need to be happy with it. So if that means that your witch is wearing a polka dot shirt and striped pants, cool. It's all up to you. I want you to be as creative and free with this project as you like. Now that we have all of our shapes, we are going to put these together to build our witch a little bit. So we are going to start with her hair, his or her hair. You could be making a warlock too. Whatever you want to do, like I've been saying. I am going to glue my hair down. If you don't have hair, you can skip this portion. And then after you've glued the hair down, you'll want to put your hat so that it's layered over the top so that it looks like your hair is underneath your hat. But again, if you don't have a hat, you can just leave that off. All up to you. Lots and lots of options with this project. There's my hat. Then we are going to take our body. So whatever you're using for your body, you'll apply some glue to the base of your witch's head and just glue that down. You can see we're gluing the outfit down. It's starting to look like an actual thing instead of just a bunch of shapes. Now for this project, I'm going to have my witch holding her broom like this, kind of across her body. So I'm going to apply some glue here to the broom handle. Layer that down like that. And then we want to show that she is holding her broom. So we'll take her cute little circle hands and we're just going to layer them on top like that. You might realize as you're going that you need to make some adjustments to the sizes of things, and that's perfectly okay. All right, look at that. We've got a cute little witch with her broom, his or her broom, depending. Then we are going to take a marker, whatever color you want, but our witch is missing something. What's our witch missing? A face. So I'm just going to do a very basic face on mine. There are some eyes, a little nose, and a big mouth. She's very happy for Halloween. You can make your face however you like. You can use different colors as well. Now that we've created our witch, we are going to put her aside for a little bit because we are going to make the part that will help her to fly. So you're gonna need your toilet paper roll or whatever cardboard tube you're using for this. And we're going to get our hole punch. And you are going to punch 4 holes into your toilet paper roll. 1 on each end and then 1 on each side. All right, then you are going to pick one side to face up and you are going to fold it in. It can be a little bit difficult to do, but you're gonna fold it in like this. So that they're facing up towards the ceiling. Then we are going to take our yarn and we are going to cut off a length. This was already cut for me, so I'm gonna try starting with this. You're also gonna take your 2 beads and you are going to tie them to either end of the yarn. So you'll thread your yarn through, which can be a little bit difficult if your yarn is frayed at the end. You have to get it into a point. We'll thread it through like that. And we will tie that off in a knot. Before we tie down the second bead, we are actually going to lace our yarn through our toilet paper roll. So you're going to thread it through this hole down here at the bottom. Thread it through like that, and then you are going to use your tiny little fingers to press it up and through one of these holes in the top so that it goes like this and the yarn is inside of the tube. Then you're going to pull it through a little bit and you're going to have it go down the other side here, through the tube, and out this hole here at the bottom. Once you've pulled it through, then you will take your second bead and tie a knot. Like so. After that, you are going to pull your yarn through a bit so that the ends are even-ish. There we go. And you are going to take your witch and glue her or tape her, secure her in some fashion, him or her, I should say. You're going to secure them to the paper towel or toilet paper roll. And you want the holes to be, the bottom holes to be on the side like that. I am not 100% sure that the glue that I have is going to stick, so I'm going to use some tape. If you have something like hot glue at home that you can use with an adult, or if you have Mod Podge left over from our pumpkin luminary activity, you could try that. You'll just want something that's going to securely fasten your witch to your cardboard. In order to make our witch fly, you're going to pull up on this string here a little bit, and we are going to tape this part to the wall, and then I will show you what happens next and how we make it fly. So as you can see, I used a little bit of tape and I taped my witch to the wall with some of the string hanging down. And how we're going to make our witch fly is by tugging on these strings, and I will show you how we do that. So to make your witch fly, you are going to take your two hands on the two strings and you'll just pull up. Woo! There goes our witch. And then to reset, you'll pull your witch all the way down and then tug up. Woo! Flying off into the Halloween night. And that is how we do our Halloween flying witch. I hope you had fun making this craft. Tune in next week where we will be making our final Halloween craft, a flying bat diorama. Have a great week, everybody. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.